Morning, everyone. Josh here, Solopreneur Grind. It is the SG Daily number 51, into the 50s. It's a nice number. It's Thursday, May the 2nd, 2019. I figured I should probably start mentioning the years now that we're into the 50s, just so that once we're into the triple digits, people can keep track of the year and all that good stuff. Anyways, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that today, added to the J mug is a slightly different substance, switched up from bulletproof coffee to a turmeric latte. And it's quite nice, a little different from the coffee, but want to switch things up every once in a while. If you want to see the behind the scenes stuff, make sure to follow me at Solopreneur Grind. And hope your week's going well. I wanted to go into I don't want to call it a rant because it's not really a rant, but every once in a while, I have themes for the week and for the SG Daily, but every once in a while I like to kind of go off the cuff, and if something is really top of mind, then I feel the need to jump in while it's top of mind, because that's when I can get the most kind of passionate about it, and I have the most applicable kind of real life stories to talk about. So the theme for the week was kind of like vision, motivation for your business and stuff like that. But what's really hit me in the last day, just because of a few things that have gone on for me in my business, relates to sales. So especially when something pops up that relates to sales, I usually jump on it because of how important it is, right? Especially in solopreneurship, and especially if you don't have any business training. Everybody knows, number one, how important sales is for any business. And then number two, if you've never done it before, it can be hard. It can be intimidating. Even if you have done it before, sales is super hard. So what I want to talk about is how and when you send invoices. And I want to quickly explain that by invoice, this could mean a variety of things based on your business and your service. It could be called an invoice, could be a bill, could be a proposal. Anything that you're sending to a potential customer or client who has expressed interest in paying you for whatever that is, and you need to tell them and request that they pay you. So I'm just going to use the word invoice just to encapsulate all of that, and you just apply it to your own business. But what I've seen too often, and not so often, because I work with contractors, I outsource some stuff, I have a VA, all that good stuff, and most people are pretty diligent with sending their invoices, proposals, whatever. But every once in a while, I'll hear about from someone directly or offhandedly about, someone else, is people are excited because they talk to clients or customers and they haven't been paid yet and they wonder why. So I ask, well, when did you have this talk? Oh, had it yesterday. Have you sent them the proposal yet? No, but I'm going to send it soon. And my head just goes like, why? I don't say that out loud because I don't mean to offend anyone, but the underlying lesson of this talk is that if you have, whether it's a talk, a Facebook conversation, emailing back and forth, and you either agree on a price or the person says, yes, I'm ready to move forward, send me an invoice, bill, proposal, let's say that's 0.0. You need to send them that follow-up at 0.01, right? So in other words, as quick as possible. The more time you put between 0.0 and actually sending the proposal, the higher likelihood that you're never going to get paid and maybe never hear from that person again. And there's a few reasons for that. Number one is when you're on that same page, the person is excited about it, right? For whatever reason. Maybe you're really good with sales calls. You've got a very genuine service product. I'm sure everyone's out there adding value, whatever. The person's excited. They've decided, yes, I want to make this purchase. If you let time go by, especially if you let days go by, then that excitement slowly falls, right? You go to a movie and you love the movie. It's awesome. If someone were to hand you a sheet coming out of that movie about what you thought about it, and it was a great movie, you'd rate it super, super high, and you'd probably use exciting words, blah, blah, blah. If you wait 2 weeks later and they hand you that sheet, sure, you might give like similar level of stars, whatever, but that excitement isn't in you the same amount. and you wouldn't use the same excitement, maybe not as exciting adjective, stuff like that. It's the same thing in business, right? It's just human behavior. So the second someone makes it clear that they want to give you money, you need to do everything in your power to help them give you that money as quickly as possible, right? If you've done any sales, you know how hard it is. Sales is hard. Doesn't matter what you're selling. Could be a $5 watch, could be a $3,000 program. Doesn't matter. It's going to be hard. Now, it's going to be easier for the $5 watch, but you know what I mean in that regard. So if you talk to someone at 10 a.m. on Monday and it goes well and they want an invoice, they should have it by the end of the day. They should have it by 3, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. ideally at the very latest. Don't wait more than 24 hours. I would say same day. So even if I had a call with someone at 2 and they're ready to move forward, I would have the proposal to them by 5 p.m. Do not let it go into the next day if you can help it. Now, I know for certain services or products, you may have to send a proposal, some of which might take longer, right? It could be, maybe it's a complicated service or product and you need to send a multiple page proposal. That's an exception, because it might take you a few days, draft it up, edit it. You want to make sure it looks great, et cetera, et cetera. But 9 times out of 10, you can get it to them same day, right? Especially if you're just doing invoices, bills. With technology, you can draft those in 10 minutes, right? Maybe even less. Maybe even if it takes you longer, even if it takes you 30 minutes, which it shouldn't, you got to do it same day, even if you're up late, right? So it's a big pet peeve when I hear that from people. They'll wait 2-3 days to send an invoice. And to most people, you don't think twice about that, right? Just, oh, I'm busy, da, 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 da. That should automatically jump to the very top of your list, right? Because think about the journey you've gone through to get to that point. You're the 95 percentile of the sales process, right? You've done your inbound, your outbound marketing, whatever it is. You've talked to the person. Maybe it's email, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's phone calls. Maybe you've had multiple conversations. You've got to the 95 percentile of the process where they say, I want to work with you. Don't skimp out on that last 5% because you're going to lose money. You're simply going to lose money. So anyways, slightly more ranty than normal, but I think it's so important. And hopefully this will reinforce the importance of sending those invoices. And last note, make sure to follow up. If you send it, they don't respond within 2 days, always follow up. Always, no matter what. Don't think, oh, they don't want to buy with me anymore. Always follow up. Maybe they got busy, whatever. Keep it top of mind. Anyways, that was a good one. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope your week's going well. Take care.